呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 160 of Jujutsu Kaisen, Koroni. Koroni. So this is the term for where the Death Annihilation rotating game is happening. The kanji are actually kekkai, which is magical barrier, but they're giving it this special term Koroni, meaning, again, colony. Okay, we're starting here with Geto, who apparently is gomen ne, sorry, you know. Dare, who, like, who are you? Koko ni kekkai, there's the kekkai. Koko ni kekkai o hatta jutsushi da. I'm the sorcery that affixed the magical barrier in this place. So I'm the one that put the magical barrier here. Again, this is what gets called colony. Koko wa erabareta nda koroshiai no ba ni ne. As for this place, towards a place of a killing each other was chosen. So as for this place, it was chosen as a place of killing each other. Notice now, Geto is referring to this as koroshiai, which again means like killing each other. And that is the kanji for the game, which is the Shimetsu Kaiju, the Death Annihilation rotating game. You know? 残念ながら別に名誉なことではないよ. While it's regrettable, otherwise a meiyo event it is not. Meiyo. An honor, a prestige. While it's regrettable, 残念ながら can mean something else. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry to say. And that's kind of like while it's regrettable. So I'm sorry to say, like, it's not an honor. It's not a prestige, I guess, for like the place to have been chosen. Koroshiai, killing each other. Is this Tsumiki? Is this Fushigoro's sister, or is this just some other random person? Uchi de sore wa kanben shite moraemasen ka? Okay, this is not Tsumiki. This is like not able to receive, doing forbearance, as for that thing in one's own house. So this person says uchi, jitaku, my own home. In my own home, as for that thing, meaning the killing each other game, doing forbearance, not able to receive. Like, basically, could you please not do that here? They're being very polite. Omoshiroi ne, kimi wa. So he laughs and says, oh, you're fun. You're interesting, aren't you? 少し離れたところに形状跡があるんだ. A little bit separated place, in a place that's not far from here. The remains of an execution ground exist. A keijo is like an execution spot. Keijo. Yeah, a place of execution. Remains, exists. So not far from here, a little bit removed from this place. There's that spot. Kekkai no chushin wa soko da yo. As for the center of the magical barrier, it's that place. So the center of the magical barrier is that the remains of the execution spot. Hanke go orokirote toko kana. The radius about 5 or 6 kilometers. It's like that spot, I guess. Okay. Kanari muri o shite tsukutta kekkai dakara ne. Very much doing the impossible, making magical barrier because, you know? So like it's, I guess like making the magical barrier is very much overdoing it. The impossible. Very difficult. あまり、あまり理不尽な条件付けはできないんだ. Orifujin is like unreasonable. Yeah, irrational, unreasonable. So as for including a very unreasonable condition, it's not possible. Yeah, this is like very unreasonable conditions. As for attaching, it's not possible. I guess that is a little bit odd as zuke, jokenzuke. Conditioning. As for irrational, unreasonable conditioning, it's not possible. Okay. はじめから結界の内側にいる君たちには from the beginning or from the start, on the inside of the magical barrier existing you people. So as for you people who are inside the magical barrier from the start, 結界を出る権利がある一度だけね. Departing from the magical barrier authority exists one time only, you know? Okay, so the people who are stuck in there from the start. Okay, so this I guess is something about like it's not possible to have unreasonable conditions. So there's an allowance here that people that are stuck on the barrier from the start of the creation of the magical barrier, they have the authority, the capability to leave, but only one time. So basically, you can leave once, but if you come back in, you're stuck. 君が望めば目が覚めたら結界の外さどうする You, if wish or desire, when wake up outside of the barrier, magical barrier, how will do. So if you so desire, when you wake up, like you can be outside the magical barrier. What are you going to do? What do you want to do? 目が覚めたらって when I wake up, you say. これは夢なの? As for this, it's a dream. 夢と現実の狭間. So this is usually the kanji for aida, which is like interval. So this I would normally have said the space between reality and dreams. But hazama is maybe just like a fancy pronunciation. Yeah, the interval. It's the interval, the threshold between reality and dreams. Majinai sa. And again, this is like curse. A curse. The interval between dreams and reality. And again, this would normally be noroi, but he says majinai, which is another way to pronounce, I guess, the curse. It's kind of like an older way to pronounce it. Ki o tsukete. Watch out, be careful. ゆっくりだ外にはもう気の早い連中がいる. I guess like as for on the outside at leisure, already earlier fast-spirited group exists. ゆっくり means at leisure. Yeah. So watch out. Be careful. It's at leisure. As for on the outside, already a group that was like hasty of intent or hasty of spirit exists. So presumably there's a bunch of people that have already said, oh, they'll go outside. Okay, so interesting. Oops. We get this, which is, camera does not deal well with pure black. So let me, there we go. So whoever this person is, okay. Oh, all right. So I guess that person chose to go to the outside. And on the outside, you know, pterodactyls and stuff. Why is this not? Oh, it's because I'm like way out. There we go. Okay, well. Soda. That's right. It is that way. Iwasureru tokoro datta. It was at the point of forgetting to say. I almost forgot to say. Musuko to nakayoku shite kurete. Arigato. Son and with son being good friends, doing that favor, thank you. Thank you for doing the favor of like getting along well with my son. Oh, this is this person's name. Saki. Ikuchi. Apparently this guy has a shirt with his name on it. Yokatta shiteru yatsu ite. I'm glad a familiar person existing. So I'm glad that someone I know is here. Koko, doko, this place, where? So where are we? Kotodai to Hirosedori no aida kurai da. So approximately between Hirose Street, in Kotodai. Soriori miro. More than that, look. So he's pointing out the magical barrier here. Ashi itai, legs hurt. Megane nai. Glasses don't exist. I don't have my glasses. Huh? Do miru yo. Oka ken toshite. How looking Oka ken. Oh, Oka. This is oh man. This is like the occult club. This is King Q. Had we seen these guys like way back, either in volume 0 or volume 1? I can't remember. Remember there was like an occult club at the school. Was that was this series, right? Yeah. There was the whole thing about like an occult club when they had the whole scene in the school. Well, it's been so long ago. It's actually kind of hard to remember. I think that it was actually maybe part of volume 0. In any case, that's over a year ago at this point, I think. I think that's what they're talking about. For the occult club, like, how does it look? Dote. How is it, you say? Okay, so then there's a bunch of people that have been presumably displaced. Oh, okay. And There we go. As Geto said, a barrier that's about 5 or 6 kilometers in radius, with at the center an old execution place. So this is now 11月, how do you say day one? Ichinichi. There's some other special pronunciation. Anyway, November 1st, 602. Sendai Kekkai, the Sendai magical barrier. Or is it going to say Koroni? Yeah, it says Koroni. So the Sendai, this is it right there. Oh, Tsuitachi. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Coffee. Tsuitachi. Ichigatsu Tsuitachi. I knew it wasn't Ichinichi. All right. Yume no hanashi shite ii? Like, doing a story of a dream, is it good? Like, this is sort of like, is it okay if I tell you about a dream? Mina shiteru yo. Everyone doing. So, I mean, everyone's doing the same story. Everyone's telling the same story. Oronge de kessa no otoko daro. The man of kessa, which is some sort of like clothing. Oh, right. The kasaya, the monk's robe. That's how they've been describing Geto, with the, I guess, long hair. I think Oron is supposed to be long hair. I don't know why. Oron. But I can't imagine. Yeah, Oronge. Long hair. Oronge. Zoom in so you can see that better. So yeah, everyone's doing it. Everyone's telling that same story. Ja, Iguchi mo sareta. So, well then, Iguchi also was done. I guess like you had that done too. Musuko ga do no te. A son, how doing? Was it? Iya, sore wa hatsumimi da. No, as for that thing, it's the first time hearing. Okay, so she's asking, so like basically like you heard it or saw it too. How about the thing about the sun? And he's saying like, no, that's the first time I've heard that. Itadori? Yeah, so she's thinking like, is he talking about Itadori or? All right. Okay, now we're switching back to the this group, and they're looking at the game information here, I guess. Yappa inena. As thought, not existing, right? So as thought, not here. Tenshi, angel. So remember, they're looking for angel because that person has the ability to cancel techniques or something, and that's one of the potential methods to open the hell prison cube that Gojo is trapped in. So there's Itadori. This person's dead. This is kind of what we had seen previously. Ton. So he's tapping it. Mu. Honmyo janaien daro omae no sukuna mitai na. Okay, so honmyo would be like original name or primary name. Primary name isn't probably, right? Your sukuna like that. So in other words, angel, it probably isn't their actual name, like you with sukuna. So honmyo, yeah, real name. Tengen-sama wa Tokyo no higashigawa Dai-ni koroni ni iru te itteta na. As for Lord Tengen, the eastern side of Tokyo, number 2 colony in that place, existing said, right? So Lord Tengen had called out number 2 colony on the eastern side of Tokyo. Nari wa wakatte no wa? Okay. The kanji here is for sugata, meaning like the form, the shape. As for the form, shape, knowing, like do you know what they look like? He says nari, which could be like naru, becoming. I don't know that you would normally see that as a pronunciation for this kanji. Yeah, okay, so nari can mean style, way, shape, form, appearance, state. But notice it's katachi, not sugata. Whatever. Good enough, let's move on. Do you know what they look like, basically? Mireba wakaru so desu. If see, we'll understand, so we hear. So we hear that or we understand that if we'll know them when we see them. Daijoubu ka, sore? Is that okay, that thing? I guess that's Hakari. Hakari saying that. Ma iya, ore to panda ga Tokyo dai ni. Well, it's fine, whatever. Me and Panda, Tokyo number 2. So basically, we will go there. Fushiguro kyun to Itadori ga daiichi. I guess this is like Fushiguro kun. He's just saying it like kyun. So Fushiguro kun and Itadori number 1. Number 1 colony. Kirara wa kekkai gae de taiki. And as for Kirara, outside the magical barriers, like waiting for orders, taiki. Yeah. On alert, standby, waiting for orders. Can they do that? I thought they had to participate. Konkyo wa, as for the foundation, the basis. Yeah. As for the basis or the foundation. Oh, deina. With that, it's good, isn't it? So in other words, like that allotment of people. With that, that's good, right? So as for the basis foundation. Tokuten dake mireba ichiban tsuyoi kashimo to ore ga yanno ga junto daro. Okay, so I guess like just from the points, if you just look at the points, the number 1 strongest Kashima and me, like doing is Junto. That's like the proper order, Junto. Proper reasonable right. Hey, Lotus Liz, how's it going? So yeah, he's saying like, if you just look at the points, the strongest person, Kashimo, and me, like doing it is proper or reasonable, right? Watashi nakama hazure. Okay, so me, am I outside of the like friends? Nakama hazure. Yeah, am I like outside of the group, the friends? Panda wa hana ga kiku kara tenshi sagashi ni churyoku shiro. As for Panda, because the nose is effective, so because you have good sense of smell, Panda, searching for angel, do churyoku. Focus your attention. So focus your attention on searching for angel because you have a good nose. Tashikani, certainly. Okotsu kara renaraku ne te koto wa kekkai no naka ja keitai wa tsukae ne. Okay, so from okotsu, communication not existing as for that event. So as for the circumstance of not hearing from anything from okotsu, being inside the magical barrier as for cell phones, not able to use. So again, that's sort of like, we probably can't use cell phones inside the magical barriers because we haven't heard from okotsu. Soto no joukyo Haaku dekiru yatsu wa ita hogai. Okay, so outside situation, haaku dekiru yatsu. As for a person that's able to haaku, grasp or understand circumstances outside, meaning the magical barrier. As for a person existing, that direction is good. So we should have someone outside to do that. Hi. Fine. Sure. Yeah. Matte. Ore to Fushiguro wa betsu no hou ga ii kamo. Wait. As for Fushiguro and me, a separate direction is good, maybe. So, like, maybe we should be in different places. Sukuna will... Urusei. Shut up. Urusei. Shut up. So remember, Sukuna did something to Fushiguro, which they all know, and so Itadori is worried about that. Senpai tachi 3人の役割は動かせない. Okay, Senpai tachi 3人. The 3 people senpai, meaning Panda, Kirara, and Hakari, I guess, or Okotsu and Hakari, are the three senpais. As for their roles, the roles that they're playing, not able to make change. Like, we can't make them change their roles. Role, R-O-L-E. Wagamama iuna. Don't speak selfishly. Wagamama? Selfishly? Kochi wa shinpai shite yatte n daro. As for this direction, meaning as for me, I'm worried. I'm doing worrying, right? Omae sore maikai iu tsumori ka? You, that thing, every time, intending to say? Like, are you going to say that every time? Oh, mendokusei jikan no muda da. It's annoying and it's a waste of time. Kenka sunna. Don't fight. Ah, oh. Okay. 11月12日. So now November 12th, 12 o'clock, Tokyo, in Tokyo. Tsumiki no Shimatsu Kaiyu Sangha Sensei Kigen made 7日と12時間. Until the time limit for promising participation in the Death Annihilation rotating game for Tsumiki, 7 days and 12 hours. Okay, so that's the time left until Tsumiki has to pledge participation in the game. The time limit. The limit of the sensei. Yeah, unfortunately, sensei also means oath or pledge. Different kanji. Okay. Oh. Yo, ore wa kogane. Hey, answer me, kogane. So kogane are those these guys. The game judges. So this is Kogane speaking, I guess. Let me zoom out so you can see this. So there's 2 of the barriers that are up. You can see there, right? That's Tokyo Bay, right? Kono kekkai no naka de wa Shimatsu Kaiyu de koroshiai no game ga kaisai chū da. Okay, so as for inside this magical barrier, the killing each other game called the Shimatsu Kaiyu, the Death Annihilation rotating game, is in the middle of Kaisai. like starting, opening an exhibition, holding a meeting. So it's in the middle of that. It's in session. The game is in session. ひとたび足を踏み入れたらお前もプレイヤー。One foot or one time foot. If step in, you also player. So basically, if you put even 1 foot in, when you put even 1 foot in, you'll become a player. それでもお前は結界に入るのかい? Even with that, as for you, into the magical barrier will enter. So, even so, will you enter the magical barrier? Ichido ashi. No, hitotabi. Normally, that would be like ichido, right? So, hitotabi. For a moment, one time. So, yeah, one time foot if put in. Okay. So we get that call, and then we get 2 pages here dedicated to So yes, it is that way. Mondai nai. Problem not existing. So yep, no problem. Okay, so let's get a little bit better look. This is kind of they're entering the game finally. All right. That is the end of the chapter. So for once, it wasn't like an hour and a billion minutes. Genki ni narimashita. I got better. Okay, so these were the 2. Remember when this is again, maybe it was Itadori, because he's the one that ends up, I don't remember anymore. Some of them got hurt during the whole escapade, and so that's why he's saying I got better. Yeah, there we go. Ichiwa. Like as for forgotten people, like read the first story or something like that. Anyway, okay, we made it. All right, thank you for the head shine. All right, that was the end of 160. Next time we'll read 161, which there you go. And it's going to be like a multi-parter, I guess. Who knows how many parts that will be? We'll start to see next time.